Welcome to Elle's Nails, where it doesn't take $1,000,000 for your nails to look like $1,000,000. This week's theme is cats. So we're going to do a nice cat accent nail today. So I have these water transfers that I love. I got them for my birthday, which was in December of last year, so it's been a while. And we're going to use these this cat with the curly tail as an accent nail. And then on our other nails, we're going to stamp some spider webs with spiders in them. I don't know if that's really something that goes well together, but it's Halloween, so it works. Today, I spent a lot of my day actually working in my quote-unquote art studio, which is my sunroom, painting pumpkins. And my sunroom is pretty much only used for painting pumpkins and storing stuff. So there were a lot of spider webs in there, and my cats got into spider webs today. So cats do like spider webs. But let's get started. First, let's do the water transfer. And for that, you need your water transfers, of course. Don't ask me where to get them because I got them for my birthday. I'm sure she got them from Amazon. So you just cut out the water transfer, the piece you want. And these are really awesome. They work really well. I'm trying not to cut this cat off, and it's dangerously close to losing. There we go. Yay, I still have that cat. All right, so then you need water, of course. We got the water. And then you just place the cat in the water. And takes about 30 seconds, and then we can take it off. While we're doing that, let me just mention that today's base color is Broadway, and it's their orange color, which is Sunflower. All right, so the cat should be ready to go. Set that aside. And you take your tweezers. Grab a hold of that cat there. And then you just simply, and this is a one shot, so make sure you get it where you want it. And press it down. And it's on there pretty good. Oh, I guess it does give room to wiggle. All right, so we're going to let that dry and move on to our stamping. Move that out of the way so it's not on the shadow. All right, so for stamping, we are using one of those plates from the horrid automatic stamper. Don't use the automatic stamper. It's just a nightmare. But it came with some pretty nice templates. So let's use this one. Maybe we can peel the blue off. This is a very awesome. I love the template here. It's got all sorts of good Halloween options here. It's got spider webs. It's got spiders. It's got haunted houses, scary pumpkin face, bats, witches, vampire teeth. It's all in all a really good plate. The machine is never going to ever be used again and should be burned. But this plate is really awesome. And the real tragedy of this plate is if I was, what is that? Oh, it's a spine. The real tragedy of this plate is if I was actually going to use it with the machine, the stamping machine, and the spider web would not be used because you can't get to the middle of the stamper with that. I don't know. I think I'm going to go facing down like that. And we're going to use Bundle Monster White for our stamping today because, well, spider webs are white. So, and then we have, of course, our clear jelly stamper, which we're going to clean off with this lint roller. Come on. I got something on there. It's probably, oh, I was making vampire teeth earlier. I think that was a piece of vampire teeth. Okay, so we got that, and then we got our Kings Island Gold Pass scraper. And I'm not going to put anything on my fingers, which I might regret later, but we'll see. It's white. White is easier to get off than black, so let's go. Ooh, I forgot to put a napkin down. Not bad, but it's got a lot. You know what? That might actually be on the machine or on the stamp template. But it has a line. Not unusual to have that problem the first time I stamp things. But let's clean everything off. Try again, only this time we're going to put a napkin down. Yeah, that line is still there. All right, moving on. I'm gonna stamp it. It didn't come off. Let's try that one more time. Maybe the stamp templates are bad too. All right, let's try this one more time. If it doesn't work, we got another spider web we can work with. I hope the spider works. I don't have another spider. Okay. Yeah, that line is actually part of this. I don't like that. I'm gonna go with the other spider web. Because I don't like that line. There's a line. I don't know if I should. Let me just show it to you. I'm gonna clean this off one more time so you can see the line clearly. So maybe me raving about this template isn't all that there. Don't mind that. But as you see, there's this line right there in the middle. And every time I stamp, no matter what happens, that line is still there. So this template isn't as good as I had thought it would be. The whole package that I got wasn't great. But we're still going to use that spider in a minute, so I'm just going to set that aside. And we're going to move on to spider web option number 2, which is this spider. We're going to try to avoid the spider actually down here. We don't want that part. We're just going to use the broken web up there. And this is a good quality Bundle Monster template, so we know that it's going to be good. But it does need cleaned off, so let's do that real quick. I think I might have used this recently. There we go. If you have long nails, you might not be able to avoid that spider. If that is the case, there's a simple solution to that. You just have to take some tape and take off that portion before you stamp it onto your skin, your nails. And I'm probably going to do that next week for a design. Next week's theme is candy. And so I might be tweaking with one of the patterns on here. If you spot it, it is on this template. So I might be removing some pieces to make it look cool. Time for a new, one more nail. Actually, 2 more nails. I am not putting a spider on every one of these spider webs. I am just going to put it on my thumb. So you're actually going to get to see my thumbnail today. If you watched my video last week, you would have seen that I got a new top coat. And it did okay with the stamping, but it did smear a little bit. So what I have done is I have taken my old bottle of Out the Door, which was getting down to the nitty gritty and getting kind of thick. And I added a bit of the new polish. So it's kind of a half and half mixture of the old and new, which has thinned it out a little bit, but it is still a little thick. And I'm hoping because of that, this consistency is going to do better with the stamping today. So we'll be using that here in a moment after I do my thumbnail. I can't do it on camera. I apologize. There's my thumb. Very nice. It kind of almost looks like broken glass, but it's a spider web. You can see that. All right, so let's finish these nails with the spider. So we're going to get that template back up here, and we're going to give it a little chance to redeem itself with the spider down here at the bottom. And that we are going to use Bundle Monster Black because spiders typically are black. that up. Oof. Not good. Let's give it another go. I think the polish is getting a little thick. I'll take it. Alright, so I'm sorry this isn't going to go on camera, but we're just going to place that strategically where we want it on our spider web. And I think, let's see, right there. Oh no! Oh no. I talked too quickly. Let me see if I can get it off. You know, I don't think I can get it off. Let me see if I can get that spider exactly in the same spot. Maybe we can salvage this. I think we got it. There's our spider. I kind of feel like it just looks like a black blob. But that is what the spider looked like. Okay, so let's finish this off. Moment of truth. We will try that out the door polish 2.0. First I'm actually going to do the cat, which in no way will smear because it's a transfer. But I didn't want the chance of it getting white paint on it, so. Alright. I think that might have worked. Now remember, when you do top coat, which you should always do, to try to glide over the nail and not press down very much. Minimize the number of strokes if you can. And as you see, not all top coats are created equal, and that even includes the same brand. Sometimes you just gotta kind of work with it. But I don't see any smearing at all, so I am happy with that. Oh, I do see a slight, but very, very slight, just on that one nail right there. The rest look great. So this is definitely an improvement from last week's nail polish. So I'm just going to finish that off by cleaning up around the edges with a cleanup brush, which I'll do off camera because this video is already 19 minutes long. As I said, next week is going to be candy. So come on back next week for another yummy treat for nails. We'll see you then.